Ohio Sire Stakes, a trot of 1 mile, a purse of $20,000. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, pick 3, wagering a field of 9, no changes. Here's the field. The 1 is To Strike, owned by Shirley Devil of Aurora, Ohio, trained and driven by Don McCurgan. The 2 is NAHCOTTA Jude, owned by Ronald Broombaugh of Arcanum, Ohio, trained by Dave Broombaugh with Sam Chipnoble III. Number 3 is Confederate Officer, owned by Robert Key of Leechburg, Pennsylvania, trained by Jim Artledge Jr. Dave Hawk is up. The 4 is Rose Run Flash, owned by Rankin of Columbus, Ohio, and Melchheimer of Zanesville, Ohio, trained and driven by Dave Rankin. The 5 is Guys Call Free, owned by Ronald Dale and Linda Randall of Berlin Center, Ohio, trained by Ronald Randall with James Joyner. Number 6 is Strikingly Red, owned by the Broken Brokers Limited of Findlay, Ohio, trained and driven by Ty Bates. The 7 is Luck of the Stars, owned by Patricia Adams of North Canton, Ohio, trained by Marty Willem. Marty Willem is up. The 8 is Little Stinger, owned by Wyandotte Golf Course and Ronald Fuller. They're both of Ohio, trained and driven by Ty Van Roden. And from the outside of the 9 is Race in Faith, owned by Roberts of South Vienna, Ohio, and Kelly of London, Ohio, trained and driven by Jerry Roberts in the Sulky. That's the field for the 7th race, 3rd division of the 2-year-old colt trot. Field in motion. 9-horse Race in Faith is off the gate. They're all fan trotting and firing away from the outside. And there goes Little Stinger, who's being sent for Commandeer. Also from the outside, Luck of the Stars to drop in, racing in 2. Away in 3rd, that is Strikingly Red. The inside racing in 4th, Distrike, dropping in 5th, NAHCOTTA Jude. 6th on the inside, Rose Run Flash. 7th on the inside, Confederate Officer. 8th, that is a trot over the opening quarter. That is Guys Call Free. 9th on the inside as they trot towards the opening quarter on top of the field. Leading the way through the initial quarter of 29-1, that is Little Stinger, and Ty Van Roden leads it here by a length and a half to the inside. Luck of the Stars and Marty Willem is racing in 2. Trotting 3rd along the inside, that is Strikingly Red. 4th to the inside, Distrike. 5th, that is NAHCOTTA Jude. 6th on the inside, Rose Run Flash. 7th and off stride, Confederate Officer. 8th, that is Guys Call Free, and 9th and trailing the field, Race in Faith, as they trot around the clubhouse turn and bank on over to the half. On top of the field, that is Little Stinger here at 20-1, leads it by 2. To the inside, Luck of the Stars is trotting in 2nd as they race by the half in 101 3/5. Off the turn of their long journey down the backside begins, and on top of the field, Little Stinger has got every call thus far, leads it by 2. First over on the outside, trotting in 2nd, that is NAHCOTTA Jude. Your 1-2 punter's choice is first over on the outside. Along the inside, trotting in 3rd, that is Luck of the Stars. 4th to the inside, Strikingly Red. 5th to the outside, that is Rose Run Flash. 6th on the inside is Distrike. 7th is Guys Call Free. Then we come back to Confederate Officer in 9th and trailing the field, Race in Faith by 3/4, 131 flat. They'll trot the final turn and head for home, and on top, Little Stinger with the lead here is under a hand ride and a tippy tap of the whip now. And now charging up the outside, NAHCOTTA Jude is right there at the leader's wheel disc in 2nd. Off the turn to the top of a power alley, less than an 1/8 of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come in the 3rd division of the 2-year-old colt trot, Ohio Sire Stakes, and NAHCOTTA Jude has struck the front here, and Rose Run Flash is charging on the outside along with Luck of the Stars. At the wire, NAHCOTTA Jude in front. Jeff Cahill's best bet of the night, Budweiser best bet of the night. NAHCOTTA Jude scores here in 2:02 1/5. Trackside of the winner's circle, the official winner of the 7th race, the 3rd division of the 2-year-old colt trot, Ohio Sire Stakes, first leg. Here's the 2, NAHCOTTA Jude, a 2-year-old bay gelding by Umbro Scorpion out of a Fox Avenue Judy. She by Arnie's Exchange, is owned by Ronald Broombaugh of Arcanum, Ohio. Trained by Dave Broombaugh, nicely handled here this evening by wedding driver Sam Chipnoble III. The 2-year-old bay gelding by Umbro Scorpion remains undefeated in his early career. New lifetime mark 2:02 1/5. NAHCOTTA Jude. $2,748 is now official. 2-7 exacta returns $25.80. 2-7-4 try returns $341.60. Pick 3, 3 of 3, 132, $282.60.